Well, could have wanted a better dynamic range here, but the overall video output is good enough for both action camera enthusiasts and casual users. It also comes with a plethora of features such as a slow-mo recording, which converts the video to 1080p 30 fps, but already in a slow motion version. But the good thing here is you can set how slow the output will be, which you can set it up to 8x or 8 times slower. There's also a burst mode, car mode, and the photo video feature. What really makes this camera stand out from the rest of the series is shooting in 4K resolution. Despite having a limitation of 4 GB size or roughly 5 minutes per file, the camera cuts right at the end of the video and connects it to the next footage. So basically, once you edit this on a video editing software, you just drag it on the timeline and it looks like it was stitched seamlessly and there's no cut in the middle of the footages. If you wish to have a longer time limit, let's say 10 minutes per footage, you will need to change the settings to 1080p or even 720p to have the 20 minutes maximum length per file. One thing worth mentioning here is the crop factor of this camera. Now, even shooting in 4K, 1080p, or even a 720p, all the field of view are the same, which is a good thing. Now, shooting with the highest resolution can give you the highest quality for this device, but if you want to have that longer battery life when shooting long footages, well, 1080p is the best choice. During our time with this device, shooting continuously in 4K videos took us around 50 minutes before it runs out of juice, while 1080p 60 fps is almost around roughly 2 hours. So during that prolonged period of shooting, you notice that the body of the camera can switch. Now, for the photo outputs, we're quite impressed with the contrast and colors, although the white balance tends to get a bit aggressive. It shifts from time to time, but the sharpness and the dynamic range are on point. The navigation is quite the same with the SJ7 series, but there's a button there that lets you switch from a classic UI to SJ-Cam UI. So basically, the difference of these two is when you set it to SJ-Cam, all of the text will have icons. And for the classic, it's just a plain white all-text navigation that you can scroll into. But if you have quite a large fingers, you're going to have a hard time pressing the icons. So the classic version is more, you can say, easy mode, which because it has larger buttons and tabs. Now down below, you can see that there's a settings to change the video resolution, settings, and modes. Well, there's also a digital zoom feature, which is present on the right side, which is that is the plus and minus icons. And there's also a gimbal control, which we think is integration for their gimbal products. Other than that are the usual features such as adjusting color, audio, metering, timestamp, white balance, and the time-lapse interval. Since this device still uses the same app from the previous version, so it's still sluggish and a bit slow in rendering and loading the photos. Overall, the build is sturdy, but interesting though that for the previous SJ7, they used a metal build material, but for the SJ8 Pro, they're now using a matte finish material. But in results to that, we now have a lighter and a wider action camera. Additional changes here is the tripod mount, and it's now built into the body at the bottom alongside with the battery. And what's new here is the front display, which now shows which settings are using. If in case you're in the video mode, it shows if the recording is starting and it's charging, plus how many storage left, and even the current time. So it changes some modes that you're using. There's also a gesture feature in the home screen, so swiping left and right will show the switch the modes, and swiping downwards will show the lock screen, toggle, Wi-Fi, FPV, which I'm not sure yet how it works. And one notable feature here is the capability to use external microphone, which in this case, you need to get used to a lot of USB Type-C, since the previous version is using a older USB port. And of course, an action camera will not be complete without any accessories. So here are all the modes included in the package. So overall, the only issue encountered during the time with this device is charging. We're not sure if it's only our unit, but since the battery is quite hard to remove compared to the previous, again, SJ7 Star, most of the time we need to adjust the battery. So when we put up the charger and then remove it and put it out, it just won't open. But then again, it may be just our unit, so the mileage may vary. The SJ8 Pro is now available via Lazada for about 15,990, which make it a good alternative actually for the already popular action cameras in the market. So overall, the 4K 60 FPS feature of this device is actually impressive, both for photo and video. Even the battery life for recording that huge amount of footage. It's light, it's actually decent, and it can capture pretty well for its price. And that's about it for our review of the SJ8 Pro. If you're interested to grab one, just leave it down below for the official store page. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified once we have a new video. So, once again, we'll see you next time.